Thank you. So next we'll hear from Mike and Leslie from New Zealand Community Trust, who will also be talking about item 12.
Thank you, Your Honour, Your Mayor and councillors, for the opportunity to present in person today. I think that's important. We will keep our presentation very brief on the hope that those with reservations will ask some good questions and hopefully we can give them some good answers. You'll read in our submission we're after a balanced policy. I think the previous speakers point out the issues of not being able to relocate and the volume of noise around being present in high depth, low social areas needs addressing. The old saying, if you continue to do what you do and seek a different outcome as a form of insanity, is real. 20 years, sinking lids, we've proven they simply don't work. We'd rather work with providers and those affected in a different space, and we've proven it can work, especially with technology. Just looking at where we prefer a cap on non-club gaming machines at the current number and a broad relocation clause. And I'll just remind that council would always have the last say in an application to relocate. So it's not as though you could not, on its merit, consider support or otherwise. Another key impact in the last year or two has been the High Court ruling over Waikiwi. Waikiwi was a provision to transfer in certain circumstances, and the courts have ruled that since 2013 that's no longer available or relevant. I will stress the economic factors of the hospitality industry. Christchurch is really in an inevitable position of being a destination for people. Wellington, I can assure you, would love the hospitality offering that you've got in front of you and the major facilities it's going to attract people here for entertainment, hospitality and weekend. So look, I just want to sum up on that and pass to our trustee, Leslie Murdoch, a local citizen who's been on our board for some considerable time.
Thank you, Mike. Good morning, the Mayor and councillors. Thanks very much for this time. Kia ora. And I'd like to acknowledge the fact that we've got Marty Fuller, who's a venue operator here as well, and obviously with NZCT. Now, interestingly, that Jana, you bought the cone, and we talk about September the 4th and the journey that Christchurch has gone on since 2010 and obviously 2011. And I am a passionate sports club person. So that's my area of expertise on NZCT, to ensure that the funds for NZCT, because our deed says that 75% of money gained goes back to amateur sport. So I look back at some of the projects, the $1 million that NZCT put to the Ngā Punawai track, to their 2 contributions to the netball centre that has enabled it to be finished, to the hockey turfs and to the rugby league. And then you look at the Women's Cricket World Cup at Hagley Oval for the helping put those lights in for community good. That was one of the areas. But when you look back to clubland, to the clubs, the amateur clubs who are running through volunteerism, over 60% of the 2 clubs that I'm involved in require Class 4 money to survive on a year-to-year basis if they didn't have that. I think of the hydrotherapy pool at the brand new pool out at Hornby, and am really proud of being part of that. Recently we helped Nunweek Park get 2 new hockey turfs, along with other collaborators obviously, but in taking up the old turf, we had an emergency application from Bromley School and they wanted that turf, and so it got repurposed and is now sitting proudly at Bromley School, so that they have got a smooth, flat surface for them to play any sport that they would like to out there. And look, I could go on for a long time telling you of what, as I see it, Class 4 does for sport clubs, in not only just in Christchurch, but clearly I'm a passionate Cantabrian, so I would like it all to come to here, and we could have we've probably got the best facilities and we'll have very soon. So anyway, that's where I come from. It is, I have been on NZCT since 2008, and I know the many applications that have come. I just think very quickly of all those surf life-saving buildings around the coastline that are critical to that summer sport that we all love, going out into the water, and the contributions that NZCT has made to them being renovated and replaced. So thank you for listening, and I totally support what NZCT, what Pub Charity are doing, and to put that consultation policy out for consultation rather than just rolling it over. Thank you.
One quick question from Councillor Scandrett, please.
Thank you, and thank you, Leslie. As you know, RAT has changed its funding process or policies, and we're under more and more pressure. If, for instance, the sinking lid comes in and there's less and less money earned by the gambling machines, where do you think that money will be coming from? Because I'm aware there is no magic tree, but the need is getting higher for all sorts of organisations. So have you got an idea for us?
We see that across the country. The 350 million that's distributed to community good simply can't be replaced other than possibly looking at increasing your rates, which I don't think many want to do.
Very good answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike and Leslie. That's brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we'll hear from Charles